Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to the Crust. We have our guys going and picking stuff up over here and bringing it back to where? Yes, we are getting some rare earth minerals in. It's not really a problem. We do have a full storage of it and the machines have some in. No, that's good. We're hovering just under 1 million credits. Power, I think I might have it sorted out because we have 31 days available. It's well into the night and we have 10 days left. So I think power is okay for now, although I'm going to want to cut these back. So basically what would happen is each one of the large batteries is 5 times more powerful than one of the small batteries. So if I put another row up here, which I may do, I can cut back 4 rows over here. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. And we should be pretty close. Let's have a look. Yes, we're very close to getting the solar panels, the large solar panels. I don't know if I need to keep this repeater running full time. It does use a lot of power, but you know, power's not really an issue right now. So I'm going to wait until morning before I start breaking down batteries. But the main focus for today will be to start producing some carbon fiber. Now, carbon fiber, we're going to have to do some maths on this, I think. Under life support, we have the large hydroponic farm that produces 50 organics every 750 seconds. It uses slag, but it's really not that significant. We have plenty of slag. And that organic would go into the carbon factory. And the carbon factory uses 4 organics to make 1 carbon fiber. So before I do that, I'll do a bit of maths. But just off the top of my head, probably 2 or 3 hydroponic farms to get 1 of these running. And then in terms of size, yeah, that building wouldn't be big enough. I'm going to have to make a bit of a bigger building. And I will bring that. Maybe I'll separate them. I'll have an odd-shaped building. So it'll come down this way. I will have the outputs for the carbon fiber on this side, and I'm going to need space to bring the slag in if I'm going to put hydroponics up there. Or I have all this space available up here, and this node, or one of the nodes, is finished. I think it's this one. So I'll be able to pull that machine out. Yeah, we should be fine. So the organics then, I will make a room for that, and that's conveniently close to the kitchen because we're going to need that, some of that organic, because right now we're using CPU consumption to make 20 in 500 seconds. Oh my gosh, that's slow. So this is way better and it uses 1 CPU. So these small ones will come out of here eventually. This will be more of a sort of social area with a medical bay, storage for food and medicine for the colonists. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But we have a lot to get into, so let's get stuck in. I'm going to start with what takes the longest, and that would be the rooms. This room is going to expand. I don't want it to conflict too much with that node. We'll probably have a few of them. So let's bring that to there. Yeah, we'll bring it out to there. And I got to place a door. And I think I'll just pop the door up over here. Okay, and then we can start building that room. Now let's just check how my size works out. Yeah, we'll be able to have quite a few of them in here. And then they'll feed the organic out into another room, which I will start building once this one is finished. But before we do that, let me just make sure that I've got ventilation through here. I'll put that, yeah, it's over there, it's fine. It doesn't get in the way of anything else. But this is full. Yeah, we got food. So let's do some storage for the food. I'm pretty sure I unlocked the fridge. And just keeping an eye, we've got 15 CPU power left at the moment. I just scroll over, there we go. Oh, it's the vending machine, not the fridge. This cold storage, it doesn't, oh, it has conveyor outputs. Okay, perfect. That we will use in this room. But for the vending machines, for the people, I will put them in over here. There are 3 items, right? What does it store? Simple food. No, that's, I'm pretty sure it does more than that. So I'm going to line 3 of them up over here. And let's just check. Yeah. So it does organic, which we can set the first one to store. The second one we can store food, and the third one we can store meds. And they don't use CPU, they're just simple storage. But now these will get built, and the food will get stored. They'll bring some of the organic, which we have quite a bit over here. And basically, I'm just stocking up for when I do finally get some colonists in, which shouldn't be too far away. Let's head on to the moon surface and see where we are. What are you doing, dude? Refinery. Oh, I can set an expedition to go and pick up titanium. I need to get a cargo truck. In the meantime, there's a question mark over here. The extraction complex. Multiple surface extractors and mining equipment. These mining facilities are situated on mineral deposits far removed from major industrial hubs. They employ specifically designed extractors capable of delving deep into the rock without requiring traditional underground excavation. There's a chance of stumbling upon valuable equipment or materials. Okay, let's... oh wait, that needs an expedition. Unless I do that and then right click. Yes, there's the investigate. Cool, back to the moon. Just wanted to check something. Vehicles are available. I don't know when they became available though. We could get a cargo truck. Not in a hurry for it just yet. Let's see if my 15 CPU are enough. Yep, I can put another 4 of these down. So I'll drop them in. So I'll drop them in right there and connect power. I messed up the power lines here somewhere. Yeah, let's connect that there, and then I don't need these ones. I do need that one. All right, so these will get built, and then as soon as they are built, should be morning. It's maybe going to put me in a little bit of a position, but it's okay. I've got backup power, and then I can remove 4 rows. That will save us a lot of CPU, and we are 89%. 16.7 days until we have the large solar panels. Now those are expensive. I'm going to have to buy equipment. All right, this one is not working. It is damaged. I am not going to let them repair it. I'm going to disconnect that and I'm going to break this line. This is all connected from the top now, so I don't need to worry too much. I can in fact delete all of these lines. Go downstairs and see how our fuel setup is working. These are running. They don't really need to be, but I'm going to leave them on. They are holding steady with the amount of fuel in them. So this production is enough to keep them going. And it looks like our production of aluminium is a little slow. So maybe time to connect the other one in. It's quite far out. Let's get this sorted out. I might need to just clear a little bit more space. Yep, that can happen. Okay, so this vein volume is still at 38,000. It wasn't this one. I need to find which ore vein was used up. I was told in a little pop-up that one of the veins is empty. Yeah, this one, the aluminium here is very low. It's only got 6,000 units left. Oh, it was a dodgy message. I have no idea where it is. I thought it was this one, but this one still has lots. Oh yes, I am mining for the titanium out on this side because we're going to need more titanium. But you'll notice that it's not showing this this little box at this location anymore. So maybe it was this one. And it does say that there's still a volume in the vein, and it is still mining, so I'm going to leave that there. Right, let's head upstairs, and the sun is starting to come up. Those are built. That means that before these start charging for no reason, I'm going to delete 4 rows. And those are all queued to be removed. And I might as well get rid of the cables while I'm here. Now the reason I'm setting these back a little bit is twofold. One is because we can't really expand any further this way. Although I don't know if I'm going to need to. I might in the future. I could put another 1, maybe 2 out in this direction if I need to. And keep them fairly close to the base. But I'd also like to get these landing platforms into this area over here so that they're not in the way. The area directly around the front of the elevator is quite prime real estate. And now that you can see the CPU power is dropping, I will come in and drop a few more of these. And then just plug them all in. And that's done. So that, I know that I have enough battery power with what I had. So by adding these in, I can then remove the last of these batteries. But I'd like these to be built and filled before I remove these. Or at least wait till nighttime when they're low. That does mean that I can get landing platforms and start planning them around this area. How far can we go? About there. So we'll put 1 there and 1 there. Oh, why not? And 1 there. And we'll eventually have like 4 of them, maybe 5. I don't know. I don't want to go too far over. But I know that the new solar panels are really big, so they'll probably come out, well, they'll go a bit wider as well. Speaking of which, 93%. 11 days. Unless, do we have everything? Yeah, we don't have any green science at the moment. Alright, well, we can at least remove a couple of these ones. And I think it would maybe be a good idea to get some green science going. So let's head down and we'll get this one. So money is flowing out fast. I'm going to need to keep an eye on that. We do have plenty of resources. We started building up our fuel after we sold a bit last time. And all of our little robots are doing what they need to do. So let's have another look at where we are on research. We just finished something. Problem is you don't get a notification if you're in this when it happens. So the blue science is going into gravistabilizers. The only reason I'm doing those is because I want to get down to, yeah, these bunk beds. So I think that'll be our next green. Oh, look at that. We can upgrade these hydroponic farms so that they operate 15% faster and then another 25% faster. Oh, that'll mess with the maths. I think maybe the big water tank. That should be pretty soon because I'd like to get the large data centers. I can't remember how much CPU they give you, but it's obviously better than the small one. How are we doing on our building? Let me speed this up. Let's see if we can get this going. Oh, right now they're all working upstairs, so they're not doing this. Yeah, eventually these data centers will have their own room, and I'll remove these ones and have the bigger ones. So having a look at space. We do have a lot of space up here. So since this will be kind of the central area for the colonists with their tables and entertainment stuff, we could have their bedroom over here and then a data center in this kind of area. I'm saving a whole lot of space here for no reason, but I do also know that we need to have manufacturers inside. We don't have to have them inside, but they need colonists. So if we have a look, it's the assembler. Requires colonists to operate. And that's going to make us the nanotubes. It's also going to make us the duralumin plates and microprocessors. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to route belts for all of that. Smart concrete and titanium plates to make modular frames. And then we got the modular terminal factory, which may actually be... We need to get that going, actually, because these modular terminals are quite expensive. And we could put them... We may have to have a separate building. Well, we got ice out here, so we could. Oh, we got an urgent contract. What do they need? We've got that, and we've got that. 125,000 or 200,000 with the bonus. 40 days. Well, it won't be 40 days with the bonus, but yeah, we could do that. It's on Earth. Just checking that because, yeah. So let's accept that one. Research is complete. Good. And we will queue this up to go. So we'll send those resources, and this is crazy heavy. Almost 10,000. So we'll get one of the big ones and send that, and then we'll change it and we'll get two of the small ones. We'll send, and that is it. Send. Done. Right, another urgent one? Oh, can't do that. Gravistabilizer's done. And large solar panels, half a day. So let's head down here. We're going to do these bunk beds. That'll be green. Or should I do those first? I think, yeah, I'll be able to start playing. It doesn't really matter which way I do them around. Not ready for either of them yet. And then I'll queue up the sociology lab. That will use up blue and orange. Cool. We'll leave that as it is. And just head up and see how we're doing. These are loading. Those are loading. Those... Ooh, the steel's already loaded into this one. Wow. Very quick. And the batteries were pretty well charged. Okay. I'm going to head downstairs and I'm going to turn off my fuel generators. Because right now, I don't know if we need them. If things start looking sketchy, then I'll put them in. But we've got, according to this, contract is completed. Nice, 1.1 million. We've got 29, 28 days. Yeah, 29-ish, yep. And we only have 8 days till dawn. We are fine on power. That means that the fuel will be able to back up on this line or in these machines. So, 200,000. Plus some science. Awesome. Rover's idle outside the base. Repair facility. Let's work our way closer to the base again. So let's head to this demolished structure. Large structure by the wall of a deep crater. So click on that dude and investigate. And then you can come back and maybe do that one. Solar panel field. Right, just having a look at this one, the MDR. We're a little way away from that because I don't want to go and buy all of this stuff. I'm making most of it, just not the modular terminals. I'd have to buy those, but I could make them. So it may not be a bad idea to get that setup started. We'd have to send a couple of robots with the cargo truck to go and sort that out. This one, we can set an expedition to go and collect stuff, and we can pick that up as well. This one, we can pick up some modular terminals and some carbon fiber. And some duralumin plate. I think maybe it's time to buy that cargo truck. I might find cargo trucks eventually, but I'm going to need more than one. So go to vehicles and 190k, no problem. Done. Cargo pod is ready already. I'll just drop that over there. Oh, awesome. In the crate allows a vast storage structure comprised of multiple segmented modules. Emergency vehicles are scattered around the area. The sign by the entrance identifies it as a reserve warehouse, 45/17/2075, and a Crust logo makes it clear who the owner is. The facility is designed for emergency use and houses a large quantity of steel, smart concrete, and modular frames. Oh, okay, so I receive... Now, in the storyline, I think this is going to work differently, but for this, we get some orange science for free. Super. I just noticed something. As soon as this was put down, CPU power went up. So having the vehicle... Hang on, let's just check something. We're going to leave the base, and I'm going to see if that comes down, because I really thought that was at 339. Oh, and before we start filling up these batteries unnecessarily, well, it doesn't really matter, they're already full, but I'm going to start deleting them. We no longer need these ones. I've already put that extra row in. So these are all set to be deleted, and that should automatically delete the power lines as well. Oh, and I deleted them without checking if that truck caused the CPU power to go up. Oh, the cargo... Oh, so the trucks and rovers actually use CPU power whether they're in the base or not. Ah, well, got to bear that in mind. The rovers use 3, the cargo trucks use 2. And power is full. We can use more batteries. So that's what I will do. And I'm just going to put 2 rows in because these are not terribly expensive. Oh, they are on... Oh, hang on. I need to actually stop that. They are going to use up CPU power. And the power is connected. And I'm wasting science points. Pause. What are we wasting? Blue. So let's start, well, since we've got the cargo, let's get the cargo dock done. Let's have a look. Mechanical engineering. So that's a small vehicle assembly. Oh, look at that. We could have made our own vehicles. But I think the cargo dock is more important for now. No, actually, I'm taking that one off because preventative AI diagnostics. Module wear rate less 35%. That sounds like a better option. I haven't started doing any of the upgrades on any of the machines. It's not important right now. We'll get there. But at least we are not wasting science points anymore. Just once again, having a look at the assembler. It requires colonists to operate, but it doesn't mean it has to be inside. I suppose that just makes that more comfortable. So maybe I don't have to have a separate building at the moment. I mean, they have built-in life support. I don't know, I'm going to think about this one a bit and speed this up even more. I need this building to get done. We are approaching halfway. So if I bring the slag in somewhere around here, okay, we've got slag line over there, and I'm going to have to tie our other slag producers into this and bring it up. I could have like maybe 4 rows going this way. Yeah, before I can start making the carbon fiber, there's going to be a second building. But I can at least get organic started. We have some food. We have some organic stored. We're almost full up on food. We haven't started medicine, obviously. We need to put the medical block in. And I'm going to keep it scooched over to the side there. Okay, what's going on? Mining drones are idle. Let's give the mining drones something to do. I'll slow everything down. Yeah, that took 3 CPU. I'm going to have to get some more CPU in. Research complete. Modular terminal factory. And that is to make modular terminals. And it doesn't have any special requirements. It just needs microcircuits and components, which I'm making. And I can actually, yeah, looks like I can increase my circuit production. Let me start by doing that. I just need to watch out for the CPU power. In fact, I think maybe what I'll do, let's have a look at what we are carrying. We don't have any modular terminals. What can we pick up? We can pick up some food and medicine from there. Aluminium and medicine there. Oh, we could do this one. Does it need to be an expedition though? Unless I click on it, right click. No, it wants an expedition. Does everything need an expedition center? Surely not. Oh, I can send this one. And there's stuff to pick up over there as well, so I won't return to base. We'll send that. Good. Rover, you need to come back towards home, so I will send you to the solar field to investigate. There's always so much to do. And we're going to go to the market and microprocessors. Is that right? Hang on, let me just check. Yeah, that's the microprocessors we need. I will just get another... Oh, let's get 20. I mean, we have lots of money. It's going to be a while before we're actually producing these, so what the heck. And it only is 800 kilos, so that's fine. Buy. And that'll take a moment to arrive. In the meantime, we can start putting down a few more. And there's another 10. So that's another 50 CPU points. Cool. Titanium oxide. we don't have titanium oxide. It's coming through. That's not a problem. There's just none in the storage. We need to get rid of some titanium though. So let's go and see if we can do some contracts. This one looks good. 161 titanium and some plates. We're doing okay on both of those. So yeah, delivered to Earth. We don't get any extra benefits and there's no urgency on it, but it will give us more reputation with X space. So let's accept that one. We'll send the resources. Full order. Only one small pod required. Send. I'm going to filter by titanium and start at the top. Can't. 408 titanium. 140,000. That doesn't look too bad. I don't want to send my steel off because I'm using it to build. No, I don't want to use that. This is a little one that we can knock off pretty quickly. Yeah, let's do this one. We'll accept and send all the resources. It's a very small one. Send. Well, this one we could do as well. It's going to give us some green science. It's going to give us some money. Not a lot, but it'll sort out some of the concrete. We have an abundance of concrete and we can get rid of some of the titanium. So let's do that. We'll send. Fill the order. Oh, it's a bit more than... Yeah, it's 4.3 tons, which is basically two small ones. So send, fill the order, send. And that's all of them. That's 3 contracts happening at the same time right now. My mining drones. Let's get them out of the mining because we don't need to do anything right now. I think our slag is going to come in here. So what I may do here is just get a storage, bulk storage, and I'm going to put it in over there. Did I want to bring anything down here? Yeah, I sort of did. So maybe I'll put that over there. That'll allow me to drop under and in because we need to... Oh, there's an urgent contract. Let's just pause for a second while I'm thinking. So we use the underground conveyors to take it into the building. We'll be storing a little bit over here. We can bring it from here. I am going to have to go a little bit wide unless I sneak it through a gap. And I'm not going to know exactly where that gap is until I build another one of these refineries. I mean, I could put them down just to get an idea. So that would go there, and then that would go... Yeah, I know. I think I can make this work. It'll have to come up on this line, because we have a bit of space. We have a bit of space in the middle of them. So if I come up on this line over here, put a belt in there. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it won't let me too close to this. This is going to be a little fiddly. But I don't want to take it all the way around because I also don't know how many of these I'm eventually going to have in here. So for now, it would go in there, and then I could take that from there and into the building. Oh, which I can already apparently do. Handy. That allows space. I can carry on with this belt and I can double it so that when I want to do some balancing on the inputs of these, I'm able to do that. But then I'll have to bring this belt through here with a couple of underground conveyors and then tie that into there. Yeah, I should be able to. Build that. Delete that. Don't need it yet. Actually, I might need it soon. No, we're good. Okay, let's play. Let it carry on. And then I'm going to set this resource to be slag. And as soon as it's built, I'll set it to receive so that this can at least start filling up so that when we put these greenhouses in, they can start working. All right, cargo pod is ready. So let's just pause everything. Put the cargo pod down over there. Urgent contract. Nope, afraid not. Good money though. Really good money if you do it in the bonus period, 25 days. Man, pity about those modular frames. I'm a little way away from those still. Cool, we get that CPU sorted out. Oh good, the silicon machines have started backing up. That's very nice. I think it's just about time to put another silicon smelter in here. So I'll do that. Pop it in right over there. Belt into there and belt out of there and into there. Build all of that. Grab this. Say I want silicon. And then add power to that one. Alright, so the next pole we put in here will have to go down there somewhere. The production on the titanium plates is a little slow, but we don't really need it for anything else just yet. I'll increase that later once we've got more titanium coming through. At the moment, all the titanium is going through to make the components, and it's actually not enough. We need to get more titanium. Oh, hang on. So this one is working. There's nothing coming from there. It looks like we only have that one titanium deposit. Oh wait, we got this one. Was I able to put another miner on this? Ooh, I was. Yeah, let's attach that. And give it some power. And drop the conveyor belt into there. Build it. And we finished that contract. Good. Got more green science. And we finished that one as well. Got some money. Okay, so we have places where there's not enough resources. Is that it? Oh, right. So the medical block. Oh, medicines actually need quite a lot of stuff that we don't have. I mean, we don't have nanotubes. We have organics. Not enough, but we do have organics. I'm going to turn this off for now because we're going to be picking up medicine. And we'll be able to put the medicines into the little storage. So we'll be okay with that for a bit. That doesn't need to be drawing power. Speaking of power, we still have, so we have 18 days. And it's 1 day, 18 hours until dawn. We are doing really well. And that's without our fuel generators, which I'm hoping will be full and starting to back up. Yes, yes, good. And another completed contract, also a little one. Let's go see if we can do any more. What do we need to get rid of? More titanium, more concrete. Well, it looks like, oh, this is on the moon. Gosh, that was made for us. But I can do this one. 104,000. It's on Earth. We don't get anything except the cash, but that's okay. 44 days to get the bonus. 104,000. Accept. Send the resources. One small orbiter. That is enough for it. So let's send that. And I'll see if I can find any more. This is a goodie. And it's going to use a lot of the concrete, but I mean, that's fine. Get 181,000 plus 100 green science for 90 days. It's a big one. It's going to be very heavy. But if we can load it up in 11 days, that would be very good. We have everything that we need. All right, well, let's make some money. Total weight 18 tons, 18.2. So I'm going to change to the big one. Fill it, send, fill another one, send, fill another one, send, fill another one, send. Wow. And another one. Okay, this one we can change now to S1. And send that one. Oh, I don't know if we're going to have enough time. That is a lot of stuff to move. Let's speed things up. That just means that this building is going to be put on hold for a moment. Oh, what did we finish? Pause. I don't know what we finished. Oh, well. We definitely need orange. And this one is going to take care of the green. So let's look down the line. This one needs quite a lot of orange. Oh, we've already got that. That one needs a heap of orange. I don't think I'm ready for Mark IV conveyors as yet. But maybe the high-tech factory. And that will get us to full refunds. Although, no, I don't need I don't need multi-resource storage. But these would be nice, and that's just pure orange. Okay, I'm going to do the large bulk storage. And we play on. Okay, these guys are moving quickly. Okay, I'm going to slow things down a bit because our vehicles on the surface are idle. So we have our cargo truck. It is loaded with goodies. See if we can go there and pick that up. And we will use our idle cargo truck. Set full all, and I think maybe you can just come unless there's something out there to pick up. We need drones for that, so we need the expedition center. What's down here? Those need to be delivered. So yeah, let's just go to that one. We'll return to base, collect all, and send. Oh, that'll bring some extra resources in. And then our little scout can head to this observatory over here to investigate. And let's speed that up. I want to see if I can get this order delivered. Actually, now that we're looking good on money again, let me see. Just slow things down again and go and have a look at the large solar panels. Now, let's see how big they are. Wow, they are big. They're basically a 3x3. So if you took out 9 of these medium ones, you would be able to fit one large one in. The large one, 300 power. The medium one, 80. So it's more than 3 times the size. And it only uses 2 more CPU. So definitely good. Now I just have to figure out where exactly I'm going to position them. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start at the end and then work back to this line. So let's plan that by pausing. So that's the line I want to be on. Might have to knock down some solar panels. Yeah, because this is 1 block too high. Well, it is daytime, so I'm not really keen on breaking anything down right now. Let's get rid of that. And we'll wait till evening. We'll get rid of this row and we can do our first row of the big ones. And then I can plan because we will need the modular terminals. And while we're waiting for that, I can make some modular terminals because they need components and microcircuits. If I left enough space to do things in here, I think I have. So modular terminal factory. Let me see. Can I afford to put it out over here? Because I can build more factories out in this direction. Yeah. I'm basically working around the elevator and this sort of mini storage area. So I can turn this and go this way. No, not like that. Like that. And if I put it over there, how are we looking? Space is good. We've got space. Now I'm using the high volume kind of stuff. I'm going to have these buffer boxes downstairs, but then upstairs, all the other high-end stuff will have boxes only upstairs and maybe small ones as buffers at the bottom. So this looks fine. This is going to come under the belt, go over there. I can belt this into there. And this will then come around the corner and come straight down to go into there. That's correct. Then this one can come out to there and... oh wait, I might need more of these. I'll make some adjustments when the time comes. This can go in there, and then we can get a storage, little mini storage, set up right over there. Conveyor belt, straight in there. Actually, I think I'm going to plan for this now. Let's just get rid of that and that. And then this as well, because if I do want to put more in, I'm going to need to have the belt set up properly. So we can bring that down to there and across to there. That can come down, and for now it's going to plug straight in. This one can come across to there and go down there as the belt that jumps. So yeah, perfect. But I'm only going to have one at the moment, so that can just plug in to there. Good, and I mean, we're going to need these things somewhere else as well, I'm sure, so we'll be able to tee off the line. I can build all. Done. That won't get much attention until those orders are delivered, because I think all the action is currently happening upstairs. Oh, we've got another one away. That one needs to fill up in... oh, hello. We've got 4 days. We did finish a small one. Oh, that's the 104,000. Nice. How are we doing here? That's still... that was... gosh. Nah, I don't know if we're going to get that loaded in 4 days. Let's have a look. Get 208,000, 3 days. Yeah, I think I'm not going to make this one. But I'll get this one. That should be okay. Oh, who knows? We've performed miracles before. But I mean, they haven't even started loading this 420, so it's a bit of a long shot. Oh, we finished research. And we've got the canteen. Good, let's go and have a look. See that we're using everything. The next thing that's going to become important is blue. And we're doing okay there at the moment. I think maybe it's time to put that cargo dock in. Yeah, we'll add that. Oh, we found something. A Ligwo 4. It is the automated laser interferometric gravitational wave observatory. A network of 5 observatories was constructed on the moon with active participation from Crust between 2073 and 2079. The primary goal of the project is to detect and study gravitational waves of cosmic origin. The observatories are located thousands of kilometers apart from each other, enabling researchers to determine where the gravitational signal is originating. The observatory was damaged by an explosion, but there may still be valuable equipment or data regarding the nature of the recent disaster. Perhaps it's worth sending a rover with drones to investigate. Understood? We've run out of time. This, we're not going to get the bonus. Pity. Oh man, it looks like we missed that target by 1 day. Alright, but we did still get 181,000. We're looking good on cash. We got some green science. Oh, we got plenty of green. We're short of blue. Alright, slow everything down. See if we can find some quick blue science. Otherwise we'll just have to buy some, and I don't mind that. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to buy. So it's blue and orange that we need. I'll just get the big ones. That one and that one. Done. And the rover's idle. So go to the solar panel field and investigate. And our cargo truck is on its way back. Awesome. Sun has gone down. Time to pause. Because we're going to delete this first row of solar panels right there. Actually, I'm not going to pause. I'm going to let it play so that they can break those down very quickly. That was the last one. Okay, now I can slow everything down. So, large solar panels. I want it to be in line with that, which means it needs to come up to here. And I'll leave that gap because it looks like the trucks drive through there. And if I do 1, 2, and 3, is that pole in the way? I think that pole might be in the way. It's fine, I'm not going to work there yet. Oh, actually, I might be able to dodge it. But for now, I'm just going to do 3 because I need to buy some stuff to make them. And then we'll grab our power line and drag this one up to there. And that will feed there, into there, and into there. So let's see what we need. The modular terminals we should be making soon, but maybe I should just buy some. And the control units. Oh, and the modular frames. So I need basically 24 modular frames, 12 modular terminals, and 3 control units. So control units, oh, the prices are low at the moment, so maybe I'll get 6. That's still super expensive. Modular terminals, we needed 12. Those are not too expensive. Let's go for double. Actually, no, I don't need to because I'm going to be making them. Let's just get the 12. Sort of save a bit of money. And these I needed 20. These I needed 24. Wow. Hugely expensive. That's a lot of money. But we have enough capacity in the orbiter, so let's buy those. We can at least get those first 3 solar panels done. Okay, and then play fast. Okay, what doesn't have connection? This. Oh, right. Power. Bring this across to there and bring that into... Oh, wait, I remember being able to do this and go like 1 extra... Yeah, there we go. And then I can plug that in there. And when that pole is built, it'll be sorted. Now this will need to be set to modular terminals, and that is now live. I do want to set minimums, so I want to keep this at least, let's say 40. And this one, I want to keep maybe more than that. Keep it up to 100 in there. Just so that I have stock on hand. That's good. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, we're done. We are done with this building. And we have some CPU capacity available now because of getting rid of those big solar panels. Oh, confirm cargo unload. Hang on. Let's slow things down. Upstairs. Cargo can be dropped off over there. That's our cargo truck, bringing a whole bunch of free stuff. And a cargo pod as well. That can go over there. And it looks like one of the batteries wasn't removed. So let's get rid of that. We still have 22 days of battery capacity. Where's the other? It says that there are 2 small ones. Where's the other small one? Really? This is strange. It says that there's another small battery somewhere. Where the heck could that be? Yeah, definitely says there's another small battery somewhere. But anyway, we have 21 days left and there's only 5 days till dawn. We have so much power. We're going to put a lot more batteries in when I have more CPU power. Oh, I forgot to get the duralumin plates, and I need 36 of them. Ah, yeah, these are very expensive. I need to start producing more stuff. It's costing me a huge amount of money. So the duralumin plates, that is... Hold on, I forgot how many I needed. I need 36. So I'm going to only buy 36, and we'll get them in. Very expensive. Man, 757,000. We're spending a lot of money, but it's okay. It's okay. I will also be able to save a lot of CPU because each of these replaces basically almost 4 of these. So once these are built, I can take out a couple of rows, I think. I should be good with that. Anyway, back downstairs. Look at that, we've already got 4 modular terminals in stock. Nice. So, large hydroponic farms. And if I put them, I'm going to leave space because this belt is going to turn and come down. But I can do 1, 2, and 3. And they got outputs that will need to go out in that direction. So I can do another 3. Now 6 of these should be more than enough for 2 or maybe even 3 of the carbon fiber factories. But maths again. Carbon fiber factory needs 40 seconds to make 1. So it needs 1 every 10 seconds. The hydroponics produce 1 every 15 seconds. Oh, so yeah, this would be enough to drive like 4 of them, I think. My maths could be bad. It's very, very, very early in the morning. All right, well, these are being built. Let me just check that I've got all the stuff to make them. The only thing I don't have is the carbon fiber. Oh, no, modular frames. Wait, hang on. I'm going to cut this down. Let's just do 3 of them for a start. All right, we'll just do the first 3. That means more modular frames. I have the modular terminals now. I am doing this so I can make the carbon fiber. But it looks like we'll need 60 carbon fiber and 12 frames. Back to the shop. So 60 carbon fiber, that's not too bad. And 12 frames. Yeah, wow, things are so expensive now. Let's buy that. Nothing's stopping us from doing the belts though. So we'll connect that belt through to there, and that into there, that into there, that into there. Oh, I missed something here. There. And let's see about that other storage. That's this one. It's not very big. Oh dear, I've messed up a little bit on the size because I'm going to need to leave a bit of space for this stuff to get out. I wanted to do it over here, but then I'd have to somehow route things back in. I think the second row is not going to have, unless I just expand this room. Can I do that? First of all, by how much? Literally one block. No, I'll put the storage in the next building. Okay, so I've built those conveyors. This is going to come out and go down that way. That can come out to there, that can come out to there, build all of that. And we finished some research. And we've got a cargo pod ready. Let's just head upstairs, drop that cargo pod off over... We'll drop it off over there. We're wasting science points, so I'm going to pause research. We got the bunk beds. Fantastic. And we need green. So let's see. What's good for green? Big water tank, probably. Let's do that one. And just shift that up. Good. Now there's a mushroom farm as well. I should check that out. Might be better on space, I don't know. But it does allow us to make plants. And plants generate a small amount of oxygen. Oh, that's pretty nice. There's even a greenhouse cabinet. Alright, good. Let's let it play. Right, now that I've got this going, let us have a look at the next piece of building. It is eventually going to house a bunch of these. And those are 9 by 5. And if I rotate them, I'm going to leave some space for that storage cabinet. Could fit it in something like this. Yeah, maybe we can come across a little bit as well. Okay, let's start building. So I'm going to dodge this. I'm going to bring this out to about... Yeah, let's do it to there. Pop a door in over there. Easy access. Gives me space to do something else over here. Part of which is going to be another room. This will be the beds. So I can do it like that. I don't know if that's going to be enough space for all the beds. I don't know how many people I'm going to eventually have in here. But I can expand it if I need to. And then I think on this side, I can do a data center. Yeah, I'll get there. But first, we need to put a door in over here. I'll have all the doors in the same place. We need life support, a ventilator that can go through. Why can I not put those in there? Okay, well, I can't put those in yet. Fine, we'll just let these build. Yeah, there's a cargo pod that I didn't drop. So we'll just pop that over there. Look at our big solar panels. They're up. Those should fill the batteries quite quickly. Oh my gosh, we're at 55% and it's only the morning. Should I put another row of batteries in? Maybe. I just don't really ever want to have issues with power again. So there they are. And I'll just connect them all up. Right, have we built any of these? Almost. I think anything else I'm missing? I did order those modular frames. And they are being delivered. This one is ready to be built. Great. Now that that's in, it's probably a good time to start thinking about connecting the slag up. So we're going to bring this through. It would come through here and then do a little jig because I can't get it to go past this mine. Yeah, that might mess with my balancing thing later. I'll work around it. So we're going to put that there and this will connect into there. Oh, and I did forget to set this to receive manually. Well, that should keep my robots busy for a bit. Now this middle section, this is where I need to figure out where things are going to go. So this is going to pause it so they don't decide to build this. That will go in there. So if I break the belt here, break it up to there. We need to come through here. So I can put that one there, bring it to there. That should be safe. Take it down again over there. Oh no. If only this lined up, that would be very nice. Because now it's going to do some funky little turn. Otherwise it's going to be in the way of this belt. So I'm going to have to do that. Alright, I think this is probably going to be a temporary fix. Yeah, just like that. That will go to there. This will plug into there. And that should be good for us to be able to build a couple more of these. This is not the final solution. I'm going to have to rethink this. Because right now it's all too tight. But that's fine. We'll build that. We'll at least get the slag going into there. Because right now it is backing up a little bit. So let that play. And I need to get the slag from the ice makers. There's one over here as well, which I haven't done anything with. And I put this one the wrong way around. Would I be able to fit another one on here though? I would. And it lines up too. Right, let's flip that. Do this one there. Break this one down. Bring this belt into there. Build that. Power that with that line. And then I can bring this belt down to there and it will come across. No, it won't. It's going to have to go, hang on. Ice extractor, flip it. It will go there. We'll make this one a very low priority. I'm going to put this one back flipped like that. Okay, so I need to remove this piece of conveyor belt. Put this one, oh, now it won't go in. This piece, yep, that works. Put that over there. Reconnect that power to this one. This one we'll make the higher priority. Belt will go there, which means that this one can disappear, and I'll clean that up a little like that. And then we have the slag coming through both of them and heading straight down this way to there and into the box. Come on, into the box. There we go. All right, build that. And then maybe what I can do is just, I don't need two of them right now, so I'll just remove that. And why are you taking the stuff all the way back when you could just have used it to make this one? Anyway, speed it up and get that rebuilt. Okay, so they rushed to finish this one, which is good. I don't mind that, but why is nothing happening over here? Anyway, I need to slow down again. I need to see what's going on with the rover. Let's go to there and investigate. What do we have here? Required resources, no. We can pick these up. So we'll set the expedition, we'll take the cargo, we'll full all, not return to base because I'm pretty sure there'll be something else I can do all the way out here. And we'll send. Good, they are working again. Why is nothing happening on these two? I'm concerned here. Do I have to redo them? All right, well, let's pause. Wait, oh, I didn't set them. I didn't give it the thumbs up, so let's do that. All right, there we go. That should also mean that we can put the vents in. Yes, one there and one over there. Good. And go fast. How are we doing? We have 12 modular terminals. Excellent. Oh, and I also said that we could do assemblers inside. I think we can. Let's see. Yeah, we can. So maybe I can have another room off this to do a couple of assemblers. Wait, what doesn't have enough water to operate? Oh, I need to watch out for this because these have chewed up all the water. Yes. All right, well, this is why it's not a good idea to bring in people too early. And I'll bring this conveyor out to there and plug that in. Build it. And then maybe bigger water storages. Let's see what they cost. So the large oxygen receiver. Okay, it's going to need nanotubes and modular frames. I don't have the large water tank yet. No, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not rushing. This whole area is going to be life support stuff. Right, I need to pause. We're wasting science. We need green. Oh, well, we just got the large water tank and large CPU data center. Perfect. And move that up. Good. Let's see if there's anything we should be aiming for. We have the railgun. Produces and launches probes to search for deposits of valuable minerals, helium-3 and anomalous zones. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to go for that yet. Small vehicle assembly facility, that might be good, but I probably don't have the resources to be able to make small vehicles yet. I think the expedition control center is the next blue one that's going in. And this building has started. Everything on the belts is flowing. That's a good sign. We do have aluminium, although I did say I wanted to put up the other mine. It doesn't look like we really need it at the moment. It's the middle of the night, 26 days. Yeah, 5 days before dawn. We look good. This is backed up. We have lots and lots of fuel in stock. Wait, what happened? Right, fractional hope. The unidentified object has turned out to be a module from the orbital station. The area around it is littered with thousands of small fragments, and the module itself is bent and twisted. Approaching closer and inspecting the debris, the cargo truck's cameras notice a partially faded inscription, Hope 2 RM5. Before the collapse, this was a research module on the Hope 2 station. Apparently the station sustained such serious damage that the external module detached from the main structure. It's possible to send a cargo truck with a drone for a detailed examination of the module. Okay, another thing we need the expedition center for. But what did I research before? Oh, hang on a second, let's check logistics. Oh, the cargo dock. Unloading and storage area for resources brought in by the cargo truck. Oh, I see. The expedition center is different. And then the flight control center, that's to send stuff as a replacement for our current landing pads. Sort of. High-speed stuff. Well, this is going to take ages to finish, and I think I'm going to let that happen between episodes. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts, and let me know what's more important. I think, obviously we need to get going on all the other items. We need to start producing them, even in small quantities. But for that, we need more CPU, and we are researching the bigger CPU data center, which will have its own room over here somewhere eventually. And we've just finished some research. Large bulk storage. Oh, nice. And I'm wasting science points. Orange. Let's just pause. I mean, I could start queuing up the conveyor Mark IV. I don't need it yet. The high-tech factory. The high-tech factory. That's an interesting idea. Let's queue that up. We'll at least get the orange part of it done and not be wasting orange science. but we have spent a lot of money in this episode. So I'm going to have to do more contracts, and we are looking strong again with resources, especially fuel. We could probably make a few bucks off that, but I think we're in a good position. In the next episode, we'll be able to make carbon fiber, and possibly if I can get the silicon sorted out, we might be able to make the nanotubes. It's not the most important thing yet, but this high-tech factory looks really interesting. We don't need people to run it, but it makes all of those things that we want to make, and it makes them out of 3 items, but it doesn't need colonists. Yep, maybe we'll do something with that. Oh gosh, it built this. I might have to connect that up as well. Although we are full up on all of these, so maybe it's not a bad idea to get that set up as well. And we will do that. But thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!